Today we're going to visit a special friend. His story, just like the adventures of the Smurfs, is full of unknowns and surprises.
Still have a lot of things to discover, so yeah, growing into be my home.
Now let's explore together his wonderful story in the Greater Bay Area.
I like how the people from the neighborhood come here to pet the cats and to be probably a bit more relaxed. And that's also for me. When I come here, you can a little bit forget that you're in a very big city. You can feel between the fishes and the different kinds of birds, swan and the herons and the little birds. And here at least you have some nature. You can feel that you're outside of the city. Yeah. But for me, it's very relaxing.
I think that could be one of the reasons you are so into this park.
Yeah, I mean, for me, being around nature and being in green is important. And always living inside of an apartment, I get a little bit depressed. So it's very good for me that I have this garden where I can come out and walk.
Place that you can like recharge yourself.
Yeah, and just walk around, smell the nature, be quiet for a while.
So when you get up work and go home, you may pass this park.
Yeah.
You just hang out in this park and walk maybe like 10 kilometers.
Yeah, that's for me. This walking is also very important to switch my mind from work. Mm-hmm. And then you walk and then you don't think about work anymore. And then afterward you're relaxed, because if you go home from work directly to home, sometimes your mind is still processing things which happened at work. Whereas for me, it's very important to keep those two separated. So, welcome to my house, residence.
This is really beautiful. You know, when I enter the apartment, I feel like this is a museum, you know.
Diplomatic residence actually has two functions. I mean, for people who come from Belgium, I have to show them what China is all about. And for the many Chinese people to come and visit me, I have to show them a little bit of Belgium. So this is why we have a mix of different things, of Chinese and of Belgian things, maybe.
Look at this cabinet. It's so classic and vintage.
It's a very classical Chinese cabinet, but it also has a little secret. This is not a museum, so you also have to give it, let's say, a practical use.
Oh my god!
So I use it as a drinks cabinet.
Oh my god!
I also use it as a drink cabinet. For instance, we have a lot of Belgian gins.
Yeah. This cabinet is exclusively for, you know, alcohol. This is actually my first time to see people put bottles of alcohol inside a very traditional Chinese cabinet.
So another important thing about Belgium is the beer we have. So Belgium is world famous for its many types of beer. We have over 700 different types of beer.
These are all the brands from Belgium, right?
Not all. I mean, there are even many more. The biggest beer company in the world is a Belgian company. So although we're very small, we're very big in beer. These are then pictures of Belgium. This is a medieval map of Belgium, and then some pictures of castles we have here.
And the spacecraft is from Dindin Adventure.
Yes, Dindin went to the moon. And this is already a combination of my whole life, because this is a Dindin rocket. But it's made in Africa. When I was posted in Africa, I asked the local artist can you make me a Dindin rockets, and so he carved it from wood.
Wow, so it's this is the only one I know of. It's like customized.
This one is specifically made for me. I mean, you can buy them in shops, but this one is handmade for me. My official suit, which I never wear, but it's like.
I can see some pins, or you can say.
Yes, and my medals. So this is my Belgian medal, and I also have a medal from Luxembourg for helping people from Luxembourg.
Really, like everything has its own story here.
Yes.
Yeah. I think this can be called a studio.
Yeah, it's my little office. If I have some work to do in the evening, I can come and sit here. Before I was in China, I was in Poland, which I liked very much. I was in Kinshasa, in Congo. I was in the Balkans, in Kosovo. I've been in Moscow. So you try to bring some memories from every place, some nice souvenirs.
This can be your footprints in the world.
This is maybe the footprint of the world on me. It's how you describe it. It's
For you, as a diplomat working in Guangzhou in China, what is home to you? What's your definition of home?
my new home, maybe not yet. I mean, I've only been here for a year. Well, you move every 4 years. For me, home is still very much Belgium. My friends there, my family there. I have a house there. But also outside of your country, you can make yourself home. I like to explore things because here in Liège, here in Guangzhou, you're a bit in a secluded area, so I like to explore parts of the city, like Liwan, or like other parts of the city where you can meet different people. What I also like very much is to walk. You have Bayun Mountain, where you can go hiking. I also like very much the enthusiasm of people celebrating New Year. In Belgium, you count down until midnight, and then it's New Year, and you have a drink, and you go home. But here in China, no, New Year is a whole week because it doesn't stop. So that was a very nice experience. And then in the evening, when you come to your apartment and everything is where it should be, and you have your comfortable seat, and you can do so. So you can create a home away from home, even far away from where you came from. And then I still have a lot of things to discover. So it's growing into be my home.
Wim, seeing all those ornaments in your house, I guess you must be a fan of Chinese traditional culture. Yeah, look at those guys.
I like Chinese traditions. I like Chinese history. I'm a historian myself, so for me that's very interesting. And then when I saw these guys in an antique shop, I was very happy. I was very fascinated because it's a very well-known symbol of Chinese history, very well-known all over the world, also in Belgium.
So when you hang out in the antique market, which kind of Chinese antiques do you like best? Or
I like just to walk around the Liwan market and see what is there. Sometimes it's porcelain, sometimes it's bronze, sometimes it's figures, sometimes it's something more ornamental to add to my collection and then to make the Belgian residence also a little bit more like a Chinese residence.
这是活环，这两个健康活环。
Not necessarily so expensive, but if you break something, you have to pay for it, and it's already broken. You ask him to get the brown horse, left and right. It's up there. Okay.
since when you started to get fascinated by the Chinese traditional culture?
As a diplomat, you arrive in a new country and you always try to find things that connect you. For me, that's very often history. It's for me very fascinating to see what was happening in China at the same moment what was happening in Belgium.
So Wim, you have been living in Guangzhou for over a year. What places have you been to, both in Guangzhou and in the Greater Bay Area?
Within the Greater Bay Area last year, I tried to visit all the cities, so not only Guangzhou and Shenzhen, but also Dongguan, Jiangmen, Zhaoqing. So now our next step will be Hong Kong and Macau. So I managed to get a bit of a view of the GBA, which is not only the big cities, but also smaller cities with nice villages, with green, with parks, with forests, with nature.
In the past year, do you have encountered any culture shock here? What's your impression of GBA area, or have you ever encountered culture shock?
Maybe there were two. First, since I don't speak Chinese and I cannot read Chinese, that for me, in the beginning, it was very difficult to communicate. I mean, so that took a bit of adapting. But then again, like I said, I mean, the most important thing, which makes me feel at home here in Guangzhou, is how friendly and how helpful and how open the people are. Even if they see that you're a foreigner, even if they notice that you don't speak a word of Mandarin, they will still try to help you. They will still be friendly. They will get you on your way, which is a very nice feeling. And I think the other maybe cultural shock I had was although I like Chinese food very much, and I like both Guangdong cuisine, but also hot pot from the north and then the more spicy dishes. When you see a dish when the chicken's head is still there or the duck's head is still there,
Yeah.
for me it's still a little bit of a shock. Usually these are the things we hide away, so that's for me. But you get used to everything. I get used to it. I mean, in the beginning, this was one of the things which surprised me maybe most about eating in China is chicken feet, and that you really use all parts of the animal, but also that you leave the bones in. So if you eat chicken here, it's with the head, it's with all the bones. In Europe, if you eat meat, then they take out all the bones. So that's a bit of an adaptation. It's on the one hand good that they use all parts of the animal, so nothing goes to waste. But then on the other hand, Cantonese people and Chinese people in general, they're so generous and they're so hospitable that they always offer you too much. So there's always leftover food on the table, and I always wonder what happens to this food.
It's like when Chinese people, when they offer banquet to serve their guests, they will make as many dishes as they can to show the hospitality. Yeah. During the visit, during the journey in your residence, I can see Ding Ding for multiple times. Ding Ding is a cartoon figure who has been to China. And do you see a bit of him in yourself?
I think almost every Belgian diplomat has some kind of relationship with Ding Ding, because Ding Ding visited almost every part of the world. He's been to China. And when you asked me the question, actually I followed a large part of Ding Ding's trajectory, because I've been to the Balkan, I've been to Russia, I'm now in China, I've been to Africa, making new friends everywhere, making new contacts. Most Belgian diplomats will consider themselves to be sort of an inheritor of Ding Ding's tradition. Okay, Nick? Been very nice talking to you. I mean, we talked a lot about Belgium, but tonight I have what we call a Belgian night or a Belgian beer night. So if you want, you can join me, and then we can go together.
Of course, that's my pleasure. Are there beers?
Of course, there will be beers.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's really cool, Wim. I can really feel the vibes even here with the music.
That's thanks to the Belgian DJ who's playing Belgian music. We also have Belgian beer, Belgian waffles. Tonight you can win a Belgian diamond.
Diamonds for real?
Yeah, one diamond, not diamonds. And then one plane ticket also to from here to Belgium. But the main idea is that people have fun.
That's fantastic. Let's join the crowd.
Yeah,
Let's go.